All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeremy Cardy. I'm an educator here at Kopernik Observatory. And I thought I'd fill you in today on what you can expect for the comet tonight, because it looks like in our area, at least, we are expecting some clear skies. So the program I have loaded up right now is called Stellarium. If you've joined in on one of our programs before, I'm sure you're well aware of Stellarium, but for those who aren't, it is planetarium software that you can use at home. So you can download it on your Windows, Mac, computers. It also supports Linux, in fact. And there's even a web-based version for Chromebooks or accessing on your mobile device. There are applications as well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring this up here on my own screen, and we are going to go find Comet NEOWISE. So we have the sun here, and it's pointing west as it starts to set, right? That should make sense. We'll zoom in a touch, and we're going to advance time because this is sort of a time machine. We can travel in time. So let's go ahead and move the clock forward a bit because we're at 6 o'clock now. We want to go head towards sunset, which is between 8:30 and 9. Let's speed it up even a touch more. We'll watch the sun dip behind the tree. Slow it down another touch. We're at 8 o'clock now. I'm going to point the camera view a little bit more towards the northwest because that is where NEOWISE will appear, almost due northwest. There it is. You see the text pop up? Oh, it popped up for a moment. Where'd it go? It should come back as it continues to darken. I hope. There it is. I don't know why it flickered on and then off and then on again. All right, so there it is in the northwestern sky. I'll pause it there because this is at 9:17. And hopefully by then you will start to see some traces of the comet. I will let you know that you do need a good horizon view. You want to be clear of trees. That's why Kopernik right now isn't the best option for viewing this comet, because while we are high up on the mountain and we do get away from the hills, we have a big tree line here that, especially for our telescopes, prevents us right now from seeing the comet. Hopefully as it rises we'll have some opportunities, but it's not the best destination. You want a horizon devoid of trees so you can really spot that comet easily. So there is C2020 F3 NEOWISE, or right now just commonly called NEOWISE, and it'll be almost due northwest when you can see it, a little bit more northwards, and you're going to want to look for a fuzzy star with a wispy tail. It'll look kind of ghostly when you first spot it. So I can sort of give you an idea, but again, this is stellarium.org. If you want to download this yourself, you can look in this video's description. We put a link down there for you to download that application. So it's a great tool for finding comets, for finding the planets. You could use this for just about anything that's out there in the night sky. All right. Actually, before I jump off Stellarium, I will show you what's going to happen as the night progresses, because NEOWISE will set with the sun. So you don't get a lot of time with it. We'll speed up a little more. So there's 10 o'clock, and there's 11 o'clock, and it sort of hugs the horizon for a while, but as it gets even closer to the horizon, you're going to be looking through more and more haze, and it'll be tricky to see through that. But we are expecting clear skies, so hopefully we'll have the chance to spot it. All right, now I will show you roughly what you're looking for in this picture I took the other day. This was actually a smartphone picture from my iPhone using night mode. So if you have one of the newer phones that have some sort of night mode on them that can take a longer exposure, you can actually image this comet which is pretty cool. But it also gives me, rather than showing you one of the really neat pictures our Astro Society have taken, which you can look at those on Facebook, and there are some really impressive ones. This one is just to demonstrate what you should be looking for. So it's a similar magnification, more real world, and you can notice that I can't quite point to it based on how I have this streaming right now, but you can look towards the center of the image, and it's just a little bit off to the right of that. And you'll see that wispy tail and that nucleus, and that's what you're going to be looking for. I haven't seen it myself in a few days, so I'm not exactly sure what to expect in terms of brightness, but people have been still spotting it with the unaided eye, so you shouldn't have a problem tonight either, especially as it gets darker. Okay, now one last fun thing I want to try, and this is sort of a test for some of our summer camps that we have going. And if you want to explore our summer camps, there's a link in the description down below as well. We have a few more still in July and August. But I'm going to be testing this out for the camp later this week because I want to show them how this works. So it's a little sneak peek. But let me move Stellarium out of the way. This is another planetarium-like program called Space Engine. I'm going to turn the volume down on it just a touch. There we go. There's some fun ambient music in it. And you can see we're looking down on Earth. And we're set up for our current latitude and longitude just about. Actually, I'm going to shift it over just a little. So we're 42 degrees and other way. -76 for the longitude. Yeah, that's just about right. So now I want to land on the Earth, so we have a similar view to Stellarium. There it goes. See, I'm not sure if you saw the Aurora. This is the first time we're testing running a more sophisticated program, so bear with me if it is a little bit stuttery at all. Now the landscape isn't as impressive here because this program actually simulates a good portion of the universe, all the exoplanets, all our solar system, other galaxies, and so on. So it's not as impressive on the ground here, but that's okay. All right, now I want to go find where the sun is in the sky. I don't have cardinal directions, so I'm just going to drag my screen around. There it is. And we'll advance time. We'll watch the sunset just as we did before. Hopefully we'll be able to spot NEOWISE, but we're going to be able to do something a little bit different here this time. It's pretty cloudy in this program right now. Hopefully that'll dissipate. Alright, there it is, setting in the western sky. There we go, clouds dissipate, I guess, as it gets darker. That's kind of cool. Alright, now you can see, now that the sun has set, you can actually see NEOWISE in the sky right there. Let's advance a little bit further, get it nice and dark. Now the reason why it looks so high up in the sky right there is because we're actually a little bit above the ground in this program right now. So we're even higher than we would be even up on Kopernik's hill here. But you can see this program is simulating the comet itself, not just a picture or a little symbol for the comet, but the comet in its entirety. And you can see the nice dust tail of the comet, as well as the ion tail, which is the ionized gas. So comets always have two tails. And what's even cooler is we can actually fly to it. Now, we don't know exactly what Comet NEOWISE looks like. So some of this is just fun simulation, but it gives you an idea of how far you have to go to actually get to it. And when I use my scroll wheel here, you can see my velocity will change, and it also might change my acceleration. So let's try this out. I'm going to go to my rocket ship, and we're gonna start flying. Flying right off the surface of the Earth. Right to Comet NEOWISE. We're gonna increase our acceleration even a little bit more. Because you can see we're still pretty close to the surface of the Earth, and our acceleration is pretty high. There we go. We've moved out of the atmosphere now. There's the sun. I'll increase my speed even a little bit faster. I gotta be careful though, because before you know it, I'm gonna just fly by it immediately. I start moving faster than light, that's for sure. Let's keep bumping the speed up. Ooh, even this is pushing it. Getting a little scared. I'm gonna move too fast. Nice slow flight. You can see we're moving at 1.67 c squared, c being the speed of light. So that's the acceleration that we're moving at. Oh, I think we're getting close to it. I see it approaching. Let me move around it a little bit. See if I can slow myself down enough as we approach it. There we go. So here's Comet NEOWISE. If you were right next to it, this is a pretty decent simulation of what it would look like. We just flew by it right there. You can see the other side of it with its a nice ion tail and its dust tail. The dust tail is what's making it so large in the sky. It's that feature that you see reach back behind it. And the ion tail you won't see with just your eye. With the right telescope maybe. But really it's the camera views that are going to be able to detect that ion tail. Now the actual rock, or the brightest part of the comet, is called the nucleus, and around that nucleus is the coma. Alright, so let's go even a little bit closer here, and actually if I click on it, this program will, again, it will just be a simulation, but it will show you. We'll center it, and we'll actually go to it. And we're in the inside of the coma and the dust tail. And we're looking at what, the comet could look like, which is just a dirty snowball. If you caught our Friday night program last week that we streamed, we made a dirty snowball, a dirty a comet, dirty space rock. So you can check that out if you'd like. But that's all a comet really is just a dirty snowball flying through space. And when it gets close to the sun it starts to melt and shed layers. So there's our comet. All right. Let's head back to Earth. Click on that, and we'll center. We'll fly out of the comet, back home. All right. So that's all I wanted to show you today. Let me quickly check to see if there were any questions, just because I'm streaming this here. Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay, yeah, if there are any questions, then I will end the stream. Hopefully this informed you about where you can expect to find Comet NEOWISE tonight. I strongly recommend you go out and while we have clear skies here in the Binghamton area, see if you can find it. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again soon. Actually, this Friday we have another presentation about geocaching. So we have that live stream up, so if you want to be notified of that live stream when we go live at 7:30 usually, you can sign up for alerts there. And otherwise, we'll see you next time.